what I said. I said, two of the worst words, in the English language, and it's you can see it on an immature team is good job. Anything we did positive, on Saturday, we pissed it away. We pissed it away in our mindset and our preparation, and I felt it a little bit. I didn't feel that same locked in as we had. I told our guys, this past Friday, I told our guys I felt like we deserved to win against Villanova. I did not feel that way on our prep this week, and that's disappointing. And it's evident, without Sorber, their rim defense is one of the worst in the country. And our ability to be strong at the end of drives and go, we were flimsy at the rim. That's so disappointing. We showed 2 separate edits. I didn't even know my assistants did this. Nate Tomlinson made an edit of our finishing and our undisciplined finishing from the first time, and then when we were disciplined the first time. And I made pretty much the exact same edit. And Nate showed it in film, and I almost didn't show it because I felt like it would be overkill. But I did it anyway. And to see us come out and make flimsy-ass plays at the rim when Tommy Sorber ain't out there is very disappointing. And it's ridiculous. You don't deserve to win. You don't deserve to be on the court. But, when you got guys out, you get to be on the court,
And some of the others for Georgetown, the Jordan Burks, the guys who have not been essential throughout the season, do you feel like some of your players maybe were caught off guard by them?
No, we knew it. When they played in Providence, 4 guys scored. Guys have pride. I can only imagine what was said to Drew Fielder and Jordan Burks and Curtis Williams and Drew McKenna coming back after, not scoring a point in Providence. Guys have pride. They have pride. You're out Tommy Sorber and Curtis Williams, Caleb Williams, sorry. The guys are going to come out and be good. You know it. You take your shit to another level. Yeah, we didn't.
Were you surprised that you guys struggle against their small lineup? They went small. You guys weren't able to get the ball in on post entry, weren't able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, we haven't posted the ball up all year. We struggled against every lineup. They switched. They did a really good job. Both lineups, big and small. The game favors the hungry. The game favors the prideful, and those guys deserved it. They played harder than us.
I'm gonna switch gears. What would you say to Duty Lewis right now? I know he was a big part of your life, kind of put you in this trajectory. If he was alive now, what would you say to him?
Yeah, I'd tell him I'm embarrassed. I'd tell him I'm embarrassed that I'm a product of his. I'm embarrassed. That's what I would tell him.
Any more questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Hang in there, man.
Safe travels.
Thanks, guys.
That was the plan.
Those are always the worst. Those are always the worst. One thing when you intentionally promote it, but when you basically get that, and you're not expecting it, you're just like,
What the hell have I done? He's mad as shit.
well, you just watch.
Yeah, he did it real tough.
We have a second. Oh, you know, right? You know.
What? Burks played well. Most points Burks has scored in 2 games.
In a 2-game span all season. Today tied his career high. He had 13 against Vanderbilt last season.
Oh, career high. Not
Career.
Oh. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he had career high. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And Petey's is a legit career high.
Okay.
So
That would make sense. Yeah.
he had a couple 27s in there. But one of them up there against Providence. So it's a good matchup like that. He's, I know,
He really blossomed since he's been here.
well,
He's a good fish.
Yeah, if you want to keep it in the chat, put that on the spreadsheet.
He's a little bit.
Perfect, thank you.
I'm not taking anything.
It's
away
not
from
nothing against him, yeah. Because most 23-year-olds still can't play with them dudes. You have to your point. You have to like, he has a mature body too.
11, 20 points this year. He's had 2 in his previous 4 years, both last year for TCU.
He did better by not going pro last year. He'll be better in the pros now. Got a little chippy. I hate that dude.
Jamie Nixon.
Yes.
Do whatever.
I can't stand him. It's the asshole. That's
Said no more questions, Ron.
Huh?
Said no more questions, Ron.
The epic moment.
Who said that?
I believe your utter dismissiveness was.
Classy.
I couldn't stand him. He did some really cruddy shit to a kid, I know too. When he was at Pitt. Cruddy dude. Yeah, very. Socially awkward. Yeah. Very. Almost like, what's his name? At Texas A&M? He's socially awkward too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just. Gino can speak on that.
Yes.
He's just nakedly transactional.
That's true. No, that's a way to put it. That's a good way to put it. That's real. Yeah.
But yeah, he's a different cat.
It's a different dude, man.
Good basketball coach. But
There are a
different
lot of crazy.
Until he's not.
Yeah.
Until he burns it out and has to go somewhere else.
So the thing that he does get credit for is that he's one of those guys that's smart enough not to stay in one place.
That's what I'm saying. You know, Tom Crean, kind of the same way.
You know, different personality type.
But similar.
No, I'm going to give you another guy that has done that jump. 2 guys that have done that jump.
Yeah.
Different personality types. Lon Kruger, Oliver Purnell. Oliver Purnell bolted from both Dayton and Clemson before the posse thought to. And then he went to DePaul.
And then the cat, yeah.
Which was essentially suicide.
Yeah, especially back then.
Lowly.
Lovely. Sorry, Dave.
That's where you went?
Called him by, no. That's their first name. Lowly.
Middle name DePaul, last name
Lowly.
And Holton's got playing better. Or playing respectable.
And he gets that play.
But
They get organized.
yes, it gives him a chance.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let Coach open with a statement, and then move on to questions. Let's start with Gene today from the Washington Post. Just a reminder to our guys, we're sharing a mic down there. Thank you.
You know, where do you start? First and foremost, I'm grateful, thankful. It's been an emotional, 72 hours. Very emotional. Today's win is incredible for a lot of different reasons. Today was hard. It was a day I really didn't even want to coach, to be honest with you. It wasn't about the game. And this is something where you just appreciate the moment. I was so grateful my son flew in with Valentine. I was so grateful to see my daughter today and my wife. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I mean, everybody wants you to win. Everybody, hey, what we're doing here. Hey, Tommy's not playing. Hey, Caleb's not playing. Really, at the end of the day, it don't mean much when you really look at the big picture. And I'm not even trying to be Billy Graham, or I'm being really real. It was an emotional couple of days. And for our men to play the way they did, and a lot of people counted us out today. They counted us out. No Tommy, no Caleb. McKenna not playing a lot of minutes. Burks hasn't played a lot of minutes. Fielder had to step into a different role. I just was proud of the overall group. One of the better team wins, not just as the coach at Fairfield, the coach at Providence, but over my entire career. You talk about team wins, adversity, you know, Jaden dealing with all the stuff he dealt with probably 8 to 10 games. This to me was a really signature win for me as a coach. And not so much because of the opponent, but because of the adversity that we were facing. And I thought our men were resilient on both sides of the ball. I thought Peavy once again proved to America he's one of the best players on both sides. He continues to just get better and better and better defensively. It's amazing. I saw the top defenders in the country, and for him not to be on it is an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment for those that are voting. They're not watching the game the right way. They're not watching the right way. I will put him on any player in America 1 through 5, and he will cut their water off. You know, happy about the win. Sorry this is so long-winded, but just proud of our men. Really, really proud of our men. A year ago today, I think we were 1 in 13 in the league. Literally 1 in 13. And it's a process to building another program. It's a process to establishing an identity, getting away from the past and coming into the future. And for all the coaches that are taking over these programs, it's not where you're at, it's where you're going. And little by little, we're continuing to show progress, growth, and development. And I couldn't be more excited to be connected with Lee Reed. And I appreciate him for bringing me here to Georgetown to continue to build this program back to national prominence.
Let's go to Gene.
And first of all, just deepest condolences
I appreciate it.
for
Thank you.
your loss.
Thank you.
How much did you draw on the memory of your mom to kind of give you strength to get through today? And the second part is when you hear everyone chanting, I think we love Cooley in the second half.
You know, I mean, again, we've been in that situation before at other schools. They love you until they don't, right? Yeah. Right? They love you until they don't. But your question is, Jane Victoria, my mom wasn't a big sports fan. Mom was about, you know, my mom loved to clean. She loved organization. It's funny, when we go to the services, I don't know if they still have whisk. When I think of my mom, I just think about cleaning. I think about cleaning and laughing. You go through a lot of emotions, but what could I have done better as a son? That's what I think about. How could I have been more connected as a kid? And I think we all go through that. When you lose something that you think is always going to be there, and it's not there. As I was driving into work today, tears are coming down my eyes like, what's wrong with me? And I can't pop out of that emotion. I've never dealt with grief to this depth in a long time. And I can feel it in my bones. I'm emotionally exhausted.
And for any of the players, just how much did you want this for Coach, given what he's, you know, given the passing of his mom?
I mean, I wanted it with every fiber of my being. Like, Coach has done so much for myself and the whole team and everybody, you know, he's around. And I just wanted it so bad, and I'm glad that I'm glad we could get it done.
Yeah, like Drew said, is a lot that Coach does for his players and other people in general that a lot of people don't see and a lot of people don't know about. So when you're playing for a guy like that and you're playing for somebody who just cares about people genuinely, then it's kind of like it's easy to go out there and play hard for him and give your all for him. So we wanted to win this game for Coach. You know how much it meant to him. You know what he's going through. So we went out there and got it done.
All right, let's move to Marcus Washington. If anyone on that side needs mic,
Hey, Jaden, earlier in the week, you spoke about getting reps, and that's how you could get back into the groove of things. Tonight, you look like you were in a groove. Kim, safe to assume that you've getting the mic right around of, reps.
I would say I'm getting right around the right amount of reps. I wouldn't say I'm back to myself yet. I'm still working and trying to work back and get back to the person I know I can be, the basketball player I know I can be. My teammates are helping me with that every day, my coaches, and it's just a process.
And for Micah, this is your second time around with Providence. Just what were the differences tonight as opposed to that first game?
I think for us, our fight. Like all of them said, we wanted to win this game so bad for Coach, and we all huddled up and we said we weren't going to lose this game. So that was the difference. I think our will to win. I mean, our rebounding. I think we stepped it up rebounding, and that's what was one of the reasons why we lost last game. So I think, yeah, that was a big thing was our rebounding.
And Coach, since the summer you've talked about toughness, to come to Georgetown, to play in this program, to be tough. Tonight against Providence, it seemed like in spurts, if not for 40 minutes, that this was a tougher team. Was this what you've been talking about and what you've been wanting to see?
The game honors toughness, and you tell your men that all the time, and toughness travels, whether you're on the road, whether you're at home, resilience travels, and I thought our guys were really tough today. We were quick to the ball, right? We got 50-50 balls. I felt a really determined group today. And, you know, we talked about being physical, being first to hit, collectively coming together. I felt an incredible fight from our group, and it was great to see. I mean, that's like, I loved it. I love when bodies are flying and people are smiling, and it just, I mean, that's Big East basketball at its best.
Drew, it seemed like you were particularly feisty there in that opening segment. Did you feel like you were kind of in a spot to try to set a tone for tonight, given the extra responsibility that you had today?
Absolutely. I mean, that's who I am. You know, I love basketball so much, and you know, just with all the stakes coming to this game, all the stuff behind it, I just wanted to show up for Coach, and show up for my teammates, and so yeah.
And the work that Jordan and Drew gave you tonight, I mean, it seemed like that was not just a bonus, but a necessary thing. How did you?
Unsung hero of the game. Really was. It's his length, his athleticism, right? Big shot at the end of the half. It was a 50-50 ball. We came up with it, and we made the right basketball play. It was one more. I don't know who gave him the assist, but that person could have easily shot because they were open, and they really trusted their teammate and trusted, you know, the shooting that he's been putting in. So I was really proud for him and McKenna. Very, very proud, right? It's one of those moments when, you know, kids are down, not playing a lot. And I always say you never know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get sick. Something's going to happen to somebody's family. So everybody has to be prepared. And I have felt in leadership as a coach in higher education, everybody's going to judge us. How many did you win? How many championships? At the end of the day, this shit ain't about championships. You want it to be, but how many lives did you change? Some of us are first-gen kids that go to college. If I didn't go to college, maybe my son and daughter don't go to college. Like that, to me, at the end of the day, it's giving back to someone else that's greater than the game. But that's how we're judged as coaches and ADs, right? Well, you didn't win this, you didn't win that. You know what? When you're in that ground, they're not going to ask how many championships did you win. They're going to say how many lives did you change. And that's what I want to be known for. Helping young men, helping young women who were kicked to the side, told they couldn't do anything, give them something to change their life. And that's what I want to be known for. We win a couple of games, lose a couple of games, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it is my goal to help as many people as we can live a dream that never thought they can live that. He never thought he was going to score 30 points in a game, in a college game, have the ball in his hand, be a decision maker. He just was like, go out there and defend everybody, and he averaged 8 or 9 points a game. This kid is an NBA first-round pick right in front of your eyes. You feel me? So that, to me, is giving people a chance to do something special. And I'm glad that he trusted us because it comes down to trust. Again, I know that's long, but people need to understand this ain't always about just winning. It's how many lives are you changing.
And Mike, kind of along those lines, I mean, you've obviously had a lot of good games this season, but did you feel even more attuned in doing everything today than maybe in a typical game?
I just play to win, and I just want to take what the defense gives me. And I got going. I felt good. My teammates kept giving me the ball. They trusted me. And, yeah, when the guys started coming down on defense, I wanted to kick the ball, and they hit the open shots. We all played a team game today. This is everybody.
And Kim said he thought that the steal that you had, like, early, like it was like 16-11 where you got the steal on the quick bucket, felt like that changed the game. Did you feel like that changed the game for you guys?
Yeah, I think defense is where we can hang our hat on. That's where I hang a hat on. When I get my steals, that's just how I get going on offense. Because, yeah, I'm going to bring it every game.
Coach, talk about the effectiveness of you guys going small.
Yeah.
You were quite effective in it.
Yeah, you know what? When you go small, you got to be tough. And I started with, I said, Jaden, hey, I need you today, man. Like, we don't have those two monsters at the rim, right? You know, normally we have Drew and we have Thomas there, but everybody picked it up. I thought everybody picked up their level of physicality and their level of focus. We were small, but we were also tough. And, you know, you got to make a decision, especially if our bigs can make a shot here or there. You got to make a decision how you're going to guard ball screens. Then, you know, they got in a little bit of foul trouble. So, again, it was a chess match, and we were really fortunate to win.
Epps, talk about that 3-2 zone. How effective was it for you guys?
It was good. Coach tried to switch up the defenses, you know, throw the offense off. So I feel like it was good. We sometimes we go zone, sometimes we go man. I feel like it's good to switch it up and throw the offense off. So I feel like it was good for us today.
Thank you. And lastly, Fielder, what went on down towards the end of the game? It was a little commotion down there. What happened?
It's my rock. It's my rock.
This is for Micah and for Jaden. Since you guys are kind of the team leaders of this squad, how did you try to focus on not getting too hyped up to go win one for Coach Cooley, but stay focused and try and funnel that into good play?
Because we know at the end of the day we're a good basketball team. We know what we can do. We know what coaches taught us, what the coaches has instilled in us. So we know at the end of the day we got to go win a basketball game. So all the emotions and everything that goes into the game, we know we had to lock in and we had to win the game. So just trying to keep the team poised and focused throughout the game, it was big for us. And Micah, being a good leader that he is, he did very well for us with that today.
Let's go back to Dave Preston, then we'll have Kaylee with the
You guys finished the first half on a 19-3 run. What was working there? How contagious were things getting on both?
You know, when the ball's going in the basket, everything looks well, right? And I think it gives the guys confidence. I thought our defensive ability, we got deflections. You know, I did think his steal in the middle of the court where he jumped the pass, Micah jumped the pass, really gave us a lot of confidence. And I thought we had a lot of deflections there. We had our hands around the ball a lot, interior, and then we were able to make threes, right? We were able to make 10-toe threes, and that really helps, right? I think we made 10 today. And Providence has made, I thought they made 29 in their last two games. They were shooting at a really, really good percentage over the last 4 or 5 games. So we tried to make it a one-on-one game, you know, with some of the defense and things that we did. But overall, in all honesty, it was a fun game to watch, not even coach. Like watching my man out there and watching I was like, oh, damn it, they're hooping. I'm like, pretty fun. I'm going to sit down here a little bit. Let LaDante coach, right? I had a front row seat to something special.
And if you can expand on Drew's night, especially with Thomas out, to be able to, you know, hold his own.
The second time that's happened,
yeah.
right? Obviously, he didn't play against DePaul, and Drew had a big game. And again, that's just development. That's taking advantage of the moment, right? And, you know, I think we do a decent job scouting on both sides of the ball, and they executed a great game plan. So I'm really, really happy for his individual success toward a team win.
How are you guys going to try and use this big win as some momentum as you guys play some of the top teams in the Big East up next?
Yeah, we're coming. You know, we got to go to Creighton. We know that's going to be a monster in there. It seems like every time we go to Creighton, it's dollar beer night, you know, right? And, you know, we got to see what the health is going to be with Caleb and Thomas. You know, we hope we're able to have them. I don't know what that is until we get the medical report. But just try to, you know, prepare as we do. Each and every game so important. Right, we had a great game plan against them the last time we played them here. It was one of the first or second. It was actually the first Big East game, so they're a totally different team now, playing at a high level. Kalkbrenner's one of the best bigs in the country. Ashworth, one of the best guards in the country, one of the best free throw shooters in the country. Neal plays really well at home. Trout plays really well there, right? So I mean, we're going to definitely have our hands full. But for today, we're going to enjoy this moment. We're going to enjoy this moment. And we'll take care. We'll start working on Creighton sometime tomorrow. But today, I'm going to enjoy this one for Jane Victoria.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.